I've been waiting for you. Time for your next challenge.
We are back, and boy, are we looking agile. On the last episode, we finished the Hallowed Sepulchre and rolled Barrows on the wheel. Arguably one of the best pieces of content that we could have gotten, as the gear unlocks from here are going to be massive. The stats after the last grind are looking like so. Creeping up on that 1900 total level now, and the time played is 85 days and 17 hours. We're going to dive straight into this one and get started on a little bit of prep. Let's go. Welcome to some oat speed prep. Fortunately, there are only two things that I'll want to do before beginning the Barrows grind. Number one, can we get the medium combat achievement completed and get Gommel's Hilt? 2, build the Barrows portal in my player-owned house for faster kills. That's basically it. For those of you that don't know why the hilt might be important, let me explain. During the Barrows grind, your prayer points are periodically drained when you're in the crypts. Having the medium hilt equipped negates this effect, saving you tons of prayer pots over the duration of the grind. Now, I haven't claimed the easy hilt yet, so I don't know if it's something within my reach due to my account restrictions. So let's grab that quickly and see just how far off we are. Basic hilt. Easier to get, easy clues, and an increase quantities offered when given boss slayer tasks, as well as bonus warrior guild tokens and extra points from pest control. Good stuff. Antique lamp, straight on Herblore, no questions asked. We now have the first Gommel's Hilt. Very nice. Now, for the nerve-wracking and crucial part. Ooh, 95 points. Okay. 53 points in, 95 to go. Now it's my job to look through all of these different tasks, find out what is doable with my rule set, and see if there is any way, shape or form that we can get to that next stage. There are lots of tasks that give varying amounts of combat points, but unfortunately they are locked behind various bosses that I haven't unlocked yet. There are in theory a lot of points obtainable from raids that don't require you to get any loot, so technically would be doable within my account restrictions. However, since I haven't rolled the raids yet, I don't think that's fair, so I will not be doing them. This leaves me pitifully short of the medium hilt on points, and therefore I'm just going to have to chug prayer pots instead. That brings us to task 2, building a Barrows portal. This one is super simple, as my magic level is 81, and a portal requires level 83 to make. One sip of a wizard mind bomb will do the trick, and then I'll have easy access to the bosses, as it drops you right at the entrance. So let's go get that sorted first, and then we'll have a little look at what Barrows is and what we want from there. Now, this wouldn't be a no-bloke video if I didn't cock up pretty much straight away. Just to save myself the embarrassment of watching me fail real time, here's an overview. I went and got my wizard mind bomb, picked up the planks, hammer and saw from the bank, and then decided that I would head to the desert to change to ancient magics, getting all the way to my house first before realising that it was the wrong spellbook that I was on. Barrows portal. Oh. So then I popped over to the Dark Altar, quickly changed to the correct spellbook, and put the portal up in my house. There we go. We now have a Barrows TP. Infinite portals back. Don't have to spend runes on it, it is already done. So we can restore our prayer here, and then so we teleport in, run, restore our prayer, and go. Only small issue is not having the pool space, because that would have been fantastic to restore health as well. Would have been very efficient. I'm just going to have to eat more food. Fortunately, I do have a billion bass, so that's not the end of the world. yeah, it just would have been nice to have a restore pool in the house as well, because then that's one less step. So I'm going to go change my spellbook back to the regular, set up an inventory, and then let's go over what Barrows is and what it is we're actually looking for from there.
The Barrows brothers are an iconic set of mini-bosses located in the cemetery east of Morton. The premise on how to kill them is pretty straightforward, and the entry requirement is relatively low. To gain access to the various burial mounds, all you will need is a shovel to dig through the roof. The order of which the brothers spawns is fixed, so you can plan your route accordingly. This is the order that I'm going to fight the bosses in, based on their threat to me and my attempt to preserve as much prayer points as possible. Once you've dug inside, click on the coffin and the boss will pop out, ready to throw down. Starting off with the most dangerous Barrows brother, we have Dharok the Wretched. He attacks with melee for a starting max hit of 29, which increases as his HP gets lower. At 1 HP, he can hit a massive 57, so it's important to always protect from melee and save some prayer points to avoid getting whacked. Dharok is weak to magic specifically, but it is also important to note that all of the Barrows brothers have a 50% air weakness, so using your highest hitting air spell is the best way to go. Next up, you have Arim the Blighted. He attacks with magic for a max hit of 20, but more annoyingly casts melee stat reducing spells, which when stacked up over time, can leave you hitting like a bit of a wet noodle. He's weak to range and melee, so it's recommended to bust out your best ranged weapon and blast him before your stats get too drained. Brother number 3, we have Carol the Tainted. He attacks with ranged for a max hit of 20, and all damage can be avoided with protect from missiles. However, if he would have hit an attack, his special effect still triggers, reducing your max agility by 20. Nothing too stressful, but if you're not praying, he's very accurate with his hits and can deal a lot of damage. He is also weak to magic and melee. Next in my rotation is Gutham the Infested. He attacks with melee for a max hit of 24 and is weak to magic. He has one of the better set effects where each successful hit has a 25% chance to heal him for whatever damage was dealt on that hit. Pray melee, easy peasy. Torag the Corrupted is next on the chopping block. Perhaps one of the more underwhelming brothers, he hits with melee for a max of 23 and is also weak to magic. His special effect has a chance to drain energy from his opponent, which can be a bit annoying as it does activate through protect from melee, but nothing too stressful once again. On to the final brother, Verak the Defiled. This one should perhaps be killed earlier in the rotation due to his danger level, but I'll think it'll be fine to leave until last. He attacks with melee with a max hit of 23, however his special attack makes him quite dangerous. He has a 25% chance to hit a player through their protection prayer for a max of 15, so it's recommended not to sit on low HP, just in case. Now that we know who the brothers are and what they do, let's talk about the other mechanics quickly. Every run you do, one of the various coffins will be empty and instead show this message. If you run into this before you've killed the other brothers, leave and continue your route, then return and go deeper into the crypt. Here you will find a network of rooms with 2 sets of doors and various mobs you can kill. When you kill anything inside the crypt, it will grant a loot contribution percentage shown in the top right. This is basically adding to the loot pool when you open the chest in the middle. I'm not going to pretend I know how much each mob gives, but it's around 11% per brother killed, and then the others vary. Every time you open a door, you will spawn either a rat, skeleton, or bloodworm with a small chance of summoning the remaining brother. This is where those strange old lockpicks are going to come in clutch, as instead of having to run all the way around, you can bypass and head straight to the middle chest. If you haven't spawned a final brother from opening the doors, he will spawn when you open the chest in the middle, so be prepared. Right, now we know everything there is to know, what can we get from here and what is it we're after? The miscellaneous drops that come from Barrows include various useful runes, as well as some gold and the occasional elite clue. The amount of runes gained can be increased with the completion of the Mauritania Hard Diary, but unfortunately I cannot do this. In regards to the collection logs, there are 25 unique logs to obtain, 24 of them being the armor pieces and 1 of them being the bolt rack. As this section has already been very information heavy, I'll be explaining the gear sets as I unlock them. All you need to know is that the gear dropped from here is a massive upgrade for the account and puts us in a brilliant position going forward. The only small catch with the gear in here is that it degrades when used in combat, eventually breaking when it reaches 0, requiring it to be repaired at an armor stand or various NPCs for a reasonable amount of GP. Right, and that's all. Hopefully you're still with me. Let's get started, shall we?
Oh, this is exciting. There's a spade there if you forget yours, and since this is our first time visiting, it does mean that we do have a quest from the strange old man, wherever he is. I like to start with Daroks first, because he's the most scary one to actually meet down in the tunnels. And for me, obviously, he could clang me out. He's a pretty strong bloke. 27 off the bat. The air weakness here is going to be so nice. I will, after I've done a couple of runs, have a little look at the combat achievements and see what it is that I can do down here. I just realised I don't have an escape crystal. Defense? What defense? Right, so we're going to do that. Then we will run down and see if Aram's down here. I'm hoping I can hit him. This is the only one that might be problematic. Okay, not the best start. I was wanting to limit test the mage set first, because obviously the less you have to bring in terms of swaps, the better. Just less effort. But I also want to minimize the amount of prayer pots that I'm drinking per run. Just because it will get very expensive over the course of me doing this. And if I can get it down to where I do runs and don't spend any, then that would be perfect. Like if I can get all the way to the end chest without having to drink and do a bit of food tanking, then that would be great. But the accuracy is really nice on the ones that are weak to mage. Yeah, the thing that screwed me here is definitely Aram so far. That was a poor judgment call, but it needed to be tested. Max hit is a 30. That's good to know. Okay, then we're going to do Torag. And then we will leave the finisher as Verak. Depending on if he's in the tunnel or not. Okay, so it's him that's down in the tunnels. That's not too spooky. Quite a few different places that you can save spot down there as well, so that's good. Okay, cool. So we've done one sip so far. Still got loads of food to restock on. Yes, I'm fearless. Now, it is very important that I do not kill any skeletons. So I'm going to have to check on just how many of the other little bits I can kill. This is where a melee weapon would be good as well, because then you're not wasting blood runes on killing rats. But the ideal number is we want 88%-ish. And we're actually going to use our strange old lockpick here to get straight in. Just because we have them. We should definitely use them. This is an incredibly nice luxury to have. Do not kill that. Oh, there he is. Nice. Cool. 78%. So we do... Technically, we would want to tag something else in here. Because we want to be on 80% if possible. 83. That'll do. I think 88 might be the perfect amount. So how much does one of these little guys give? If you go too much higher, you start to get the chance for the bolt racks, which is what we're not looking for at the moment. I mean, I do need one, so I won't really complain. But if you stay below that threshold, then you cannot see the bolt racks in there. 88.14. Okay. Here goes the very, very first Barrows chest opening. Just going to double check while we're standing in front of it. Barrows chest. 0 opened. 0 out of 25. Let's crack it open, shall we? Nice. Strange icon. Barrows chest count is 1. So now we just restore our prayer, and I would go straight back to the Barrows portal, but I'm actually going to quickly pick up a melee weapon to take out Aram, just so I can avoid drinking any prayer pots. Only 1 sip as well, that's absolutely fine. I also, super importantly, need to have you with me, because that's unacceptable behaviour not to. take another 2 swordfish with me. And yeah, we'll just grab a DDS. Right, where are you? Strange old man, come here. Yes, please. 20k prayer XP. I was wrong, he auto-aggroed. Right, we're going to go for an 80%, so let's just do that. There we go. That's what the standard loot's going to start looking like. Some chaos runes, some coins, and some mind runes. This is chest number 3. Standard. Decent amount of death runes, though. Death runes are always going to be very welcome. Alright, 82%. Pray for success. What was that one? Can you look that up? Oh, nice. Without taking any damage. That one's a little bit RNG as well, because Dharok can hit through prayer. But, hell yeah. Tick all those off as we go. I know at some point I can bring in Tangle and do a little loop-de-loop with a couple of them running around the coffins, but yeah, 5 chests done. Let's crack on, do a few more. Okay, this is our first time that we have Dharok down in the tunnel. Potentially the most spooky of all of the brothers to have down here. And I'm going to utilize the spawn method, or hopefully the spawn method. Where you just keep popping the door. That's not ideal. That's better. Like that. And now we can trap him on that side of the ladder. Not have to sip any prayer at all. And we are all good. That was lucky. Chest number 7. Ooh. Decent amount of runes though. Imagine if it had 50% more. Fuck. Can't believe I teleported. I just need to get used to having a crystal in my inventory again. Whoops. Minus 75k. At least it's saved. I didn't realise it saved. I thought it reset when you teleported away. So that's good at least. Better have some loot in there. Damn it. No. Have that. You specky rat. We are about to be on 10. Ooh. Ooh, Barrows novice. I can just tell that I'm going to end up doing it a few times where I let the crystal teleport me out. But you know, I'd rather be teleported out than dead. Woohoo! 82 magic. Can now use the tell the others of Valador, Sanguinesti, and Nightmare Staff with Orb. If I can get that worm without aggroing one of these skelly bobs. Nope, never mind. Not interested anymore. Yes! There we go. The very first item out of the 25, we have Dharok's helm. The cat is out the bag. The guild, the clan now know. I was keeping that hush. But we have it. We have Dharok's helm. Let's have a little look, shall we? Yes, bosses, Barrows chest. 17 opened. And we have our first item. Let's pop it on, just have a quick look at it. Oh, it's gonna be good. Alright, hits hard. Back to back. It's a back to back. We got the bolt rack. That means we went slightly over what we were supposed to. But yeah, we take it, mate. We take it. Let's chuck those away. Depending on how long this grind goes on for, and it could go on for a very, very long time. I might stack a bunch of these up as well, just as something to stack. And something to use just as an additional form of range training. If I ever need to just AFK range or something, if I have a ton of bolt racks, I can just dick around with those. Very nice. Now, as we've unlocked a new piece of gear, and I explained in the early introduction, I was going to go over the gear as we got it. So let's have a little look at the dharok set and what it actually does. The dharok armor is considered a tank set due to the high melee defense bonus it provides. It consists of 4 pieces: the helm, plate body, legs, and great axe, requiring 70 defense to wear the armor and 70 attack and strength for the great axe. It is up there with one of the more used Barrows sets due to its set bonus. Every 1 HP lost causes your max hit of the set effect to be 1% stronger. So a player with 99 max HP that's been brought down to 1 can deal a massive 104 points with no strength boosting gear and piety active. This is a massive upgrade over the rune gear for tanking melee hits, and when combined with the Amulet of the Damned, there's a 25% chance of recoiling 15% of damage taken. Kinda niche, but could come in handy. Right, now I've spec'd Carol 4 times here. If he dies to poison, does it count as only hitting him with the special attacks? I'm going to lose all my prayer doing this, but this is worth it for science. Look at that menacing stare that I'm giving him. Oh god. Oh no. What's going on? Oh no. Oh. And that's the clip. Just like that. Yeah, no. Do not do it like that. Oh. Okay. I mean, you know, combat achievement. Fantastic. Fucking Christ. You're kidding me. Well. Okay, right. Well, I expected dupes, right? I'm not stupid. The opportunity to get dupes is going to be crazy. The back-to-back Dharok's helm, however, was not on my bingo card. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I don't think that's a good thing. Hopefully not a sign of things to come. That's for damn sure. Just eat little salmon. Oh well. Okay, chest 47. Oh, there we go. Finally, another unique. The Verax Brassard. Hell yeah. 2 Dharok's helms and a Verax Brassard. The jig is out for anyone that didn't know in the clan. But, yeah. Guess we should have a little chat about what the Verax set does then, since we've got a set piece.
Verax is the least tanky tank set of the Barrows tank sets, but has a prayer bonus to make up for it. There are 4 pieces: the helm, brassard, plate skirt, and flail, requiring 70 defense and 70 attack to use. This set bonus has a 25% chance of landing a guaranteed hit, regardless of a high defense opponent or prayers. It makes it one of the most commonly used sets for bosses like the Cowfight Queen or anywhere else that you need some tankiness and the prayer bonus. When combined with the Amulet of the Damned, you gain an additional 7 prayer bonus from the set, bringing the total to 28. I'm sure I'll probably end up using this one a lot in the future.
Fuck. So that's already minus 200k. That's really not good. I've got to pay more attention than that. I need some escape crystals because I'm an idiot. Give us 10, please. Oh, you can have 6. Give me 6 then. Oh, I can only afford 6. Obviously, okay, that's how money works. We're back where we belong. I just need to remember to wiggle the mouse. That's literally all it is. Kill this. Alright. This will be low enough, I think. What was that? Chest 48? Let's have a look, shall we? No back-to-back. I mean, I don't deserve one after burning through another crystal, so fair enough. This is going to be 64. Stop hitting me. Yes, a Torag's plate body. It's another unique. Hell yeah. 64, we've had 3 uniques, because technically, well, say technically, 2 Dharok helms. Hell yeah. Let's have a little goosey gander, shall we? Torag's plate body. Well, get in there. Very, very good bit of tank gear there. I'm sure it'll come in handy at some point. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Keep those coming. More of those, please. I feel like there's a tiny bit of a drought before that one. Just stash it in here for now. What I also need to look at, 3 charges. I'm going to high alch these when it gets to 1, just to recoup some of the cost of the escape crystals I had to buy. Because, yeah. I'm better now there's one of the 15 seconds, but just, I need to still pay attention to that. Hell yeah. Another bit of unique gear. We clogging.
Torag's is a tank set comprised of 4 pieces: the helm, plate body, plate legs, and hammers, or more commonly referred to as the boppers. It has high melee defense bonuses, requiring 70 defense to wear, as well as 70 attack and strength to use the hammers. The set bonus has a chance to lower the enemy's run energy by 20%, so it's basically useless outside of its tankiness and never sees full use as a set. When combined with the Amulet of the Damned, you gain an invisible 1% defense bonus for every hit point that you're missing.
Well, this is a waste of runes, isn't it? 5, 6 splashes in a row. 6 splashes in a row. Christ. Okay, well, let's crack it open and have a look. Oops, sorry, bud. 66 chests. No. If it's a 1 in 14 average, are we technically dry? We've had 4 items in total. I'm not counting the bolt racks, because you would get those if you just bumped up the percentage that you got. But 4 items, that should technically be something like 58 or something, right? So, for an 82, we're going a little bit unlucky on the drops. But hear me out. I would rather go unlucky on the initial drops than get a billion dupes. So maybe this is a way of making sure we don't get too many dupes, you know? Can we record Greennog Barrows with as few dupes as possible? I mean, the Dharok's helm at the start wasn't a great indicator, but we might be able to. Who knows? Not me. Ooh, another elite. Can we do either of the 2 that we have? Because that is the second one now. To the bank. Let's get my prayer back up first. Scran some swordfish. Have a little read. We dropping this one straight away? Yeah, we are. You stay there. Gone. Wilderness volcano. Hopefully this one isn't as bad. Very unfortunate behaviour. 2 for 2. Get dropped. And we carry on, I guess. Yes. Another elite. And Thorax plate legs. It has been a while since I've seen a unique. How many, you ask? You didn't ask. I'm going to show you if I can. Maybe I can't. So that was number 95. Still scrolling. Still scrolling here. I don't know how many. Doesn't say what number that is, but that's quite a few. That is quite a few. Not too shabby. Very, very, very good tank legs. And I believe that's the first piece of Thorax we've had. It is not. That means... Okay, we got the legs and the helmet there. That's really, really good tank gear. Happy with that. And another elite. You know what? I know, am I going to crack it open? Oh no, I'll wait till the traditional 2. Just pop it in the old storage until we get one more. And then I'll have a look and see if I can do it. But for now, get in there. Beautiful stuff. To back on chest 96. Yes, we can. Back to back, Guthin's helm. I guess when it rains, it pours. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Is that the first piece of Guthin's? It is. So, let me tell you a little bit about Guthin's.
The Guthin's armor is a tank set with high melee defense bonuses. As you may be noticing a theme here, there are also 4 pieces to the set. The helm, plate body, chain skirt and war spear, requiring 70 defense and 70 attack to equip. It's very commonly used due to the set effect, which has a 25% chance to heal the wearer for 100% of the damage dealt on that hit. Due to this, it is often used to AFK Slayer tasks instead of eating food or drinking prayer pots. I'm not sure I'll personally be doing this due to being a hardcore and all, but I'm sure it'll come in handy for some extended fights or healing at God Wars. The Amulet of the Dam special effect is like a mini Sour Brew, allowing the player to heal 10% above their max HP from health that's been drained.
Ooh, 83 mage. I can I can now use the Eye of Ayak. Well, I haven't got one of those, unfortunately. Nor will I for a long time. But I can use it, so that's good news. Oh my god. Verax plate skirt, let's go. Just collecting all the tank pieces, I guess. I've got the Verax chest plate, and now I've got the legs as well. Hell yeah. 111 chests open, 7 pieces received. Okay, so this is the new gear we are going with. I hope I have enough magic accuracy to hit. I think I do. But I was getting a bit frustrated with Aram. If the Dragon Dagger hit, it was fine. If it didn't hit, it was awful. Splashing magic on him. Sometimes it went through. Most of the time it was like 7 or 8 splashes in a row. So I brought my accumulator, my small amount of rune bolts, and my RCB. I haven't shot this thing yet. So this will be the first use of the RCB. And the max hit hasn't gone down at all. This has been as smooth as the Mystic set. So for this, we'll dump the DDS specs first. Watch him be in the crypt. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm specking kind of big now. Okay. That was the very first shot of the crossbow. Already so good. Alright. Move. Can I not take that? They need to be marked on the floor, but that was 113. Oh! Yes! Arim's robe top. Let's go. How much is that bad boy worth? Let's get out of here. 2.7 mil. Let's go. Okay, well, that is a fantastic grab. And that was number what? Sorry, I missed it. I was 8 out of 25.
The Arim's robe set is one of the best mage sets for mid-game accounts and is often used all the way up to endgame. This is due to it being one of the few mage sets to offer defensive stats against melee attacks, as well as the mage gear options being a little bit lackluster towards the endgame, until you hit the big boy stuff. The set has 4 pieces: the hood, robe top, skirt, and staff, requiring 70 magic, 70 defense, and 70 attack to equip all of the pieces. The set bonus has a 25% chance on a successful hit to lower your enemy's strength by 5. It can be used pretty much everywhere that you take a mage set with you. If you wear the Amulet of the Damned with this set, you're able to auto-cast ancient magics and have a 25% chance to deal 30% more damage with combat spells.
Arim's robe top. Yeah, it could be worse. It definitely could be worse. There could be another dharok's helm in there. We'll definitely take that. You know what? Since we now have 2, I'm just going to put one on. I think just having one on will make a little bit of a difference. Mage accuracy goes up. The defense bonus is slightly better on the rune plate body, obviously. But it doesn't really matter. I'd rather have potentially faster kills and eat more swordfish than slow it down. Because at the moment, I mean, I've chewed through, yeah, a decent amount of swordfish, but once again, that's what they're there for. So that's now a second Arim's robe top. Chest 158. Broke another little dry streak we're having. Sweet. Is that the fit? Oh, it looks kind of nice. The boots, the the holy sandals are actually disgusting. But that kind of makes the fit even better, you know. You know, nobody's fucking with this guy. Oh, the Arim's hood. Let's go. Now that's usually not the best item, right? I know we've just put on our Guthin's helm. But we take those. That is now another Arim's piece of the collection. And a plus 1% magic damage buff. Once again, not entirely sure if that's going to help me hit a max hit. But we definitely take it. That's 9 out of 25. 2 out of the 4 on the Arims. It doesn't even matter. Just hit big here. Oh, beautiful. There we go. 84 mage. Oh, I thought that unlocked something. Okay, never mind. 84 mage it is. We are progressing relatively quickly through mage levels. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, the fact we're only about 216 chests in does mean that we're probably going to be low to mid 90s by the time we finish this grind. Maybe even high 90s, I don't actually know. It's about 30k an hour-ish. Yes, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. Cheeky Arim staff, we definitely take those. Wait, why didn't get me out? Okay, that's now 2 out of the 3 Arim species, I believe. I can't do that right now. Let me do that right now. 3, sorry, I've got the hood. So that's nearly a set. 1 set completed, and it's probably the best set we could get. Obviously, Carol's would be fantastic as well. We still haven't seen a single Carol's piece. But that is a +5 magic damage. Now, I think I'm going to use this and then just buy a ton of air runes. And just move the inventory like this to have air runes down here. Because infinite air runes is good. I don't know how much it is to... I'm pretty sure I can auto cast. Yeah, I can, cool. So it's 5 air runes per cast, so it's going to be expensive. But at the same time, 5% magic damage increase. I think that's pretty damn good. I think that's definitely worth doing. Ooh, let's go to Dharok, because I can pick up some air runes there. I have quite a few already, and they're dirt cheap. So I'm not really worried about not having enough money for them. Yeah, a +5%, that's got to be a max hit, surely. Duplicate hood. To be fair, it's been a while since I've seen anything, so I'm not too mad, but I think that's the 3rd Arim's hood we've had now. Just go check. I don't need to leave. Oh, I'll bank it. Let's have a quick look. 2nd hood. Okay, cool. Fuck yes, Varrock's flail. Let's go. Okay, that is another item. 2 under the 10% drop rate. I was just about to record on the 250th to be like, well, we are now 1/10 of the supposed total amount that it would take. Obviously, you can get it much sooner, but 2,500 is the average. A Varrock's flail. Look at that. That would be good for bonking something in the head at some point, I do believe. We are now nearly completed 1 set, which is the Arim's. If we get the robe skirt, and if we get the Varrock's helm, we will have a full Varrock set. Kind of exciting. Still interesting we haven't seen a single Carol piece. And the Guthans as well. We've just seen 2 helms. That is very nice. We like the big bonks. That will come in handy, I'm sure, at some point. Hell yeah. Okay, this is going to be 1/10 of the total drop rate. For nothing. We got the Varrock's flail on 248, so it can't be too mad. But that is now 250 Barrows chests opened. Just do that 9 more times. And then we should have a full green log. Is that 11 that we were on? Yeah, 11 out of 25 now. Nice. Oh, Guthan's War Spear. Okay. Something new. Let's have a wee look. Big. We have a pokey stick. Looks like a scorpion tail. Kind of cool. Let's have a little look. 12 out of 25. Second piece, well, technically third. Second unique piece of Guthan's equipment. Very nice. Only 3 of the weapons left to get, and then a bunch of the other bits. 264 in. 12's pretty good, I think. If it was an average of 14 per... Oh wait, that's the... No, never mind. Ignore me. We have a stabby stick. Stabby stick is good. Let's put that away though. Lots and lots of uses of that. It's one of those sets that you can use to AFK with if you want to just hit something and sustain, as long as you're not going to take, you know, too much lethal damage. I don't think I would personally risk it. On a hardcore at least, but on a main account, or just a regular Iron Man, pretty decent thing to do. You just pitch up the full set of Guthans and you just stab things. You hope that you out damage the damage they do to you, or out heal the damage they do to you. That was on chest number 264. It's not worth a lot. For some reason I thought a spear was kind of expensive, but 141k for a spear. Interesting. Second elite clue. Can we do them? I think instead of going through all of the pain and anguish of the steps and seeing all of them, I'm just going to hit you with a whack or a bing if I can or can't do it. Avian Sea. Bing. Oh. Let's just grab these while we're here, why not? Thanks for the clue. Step 6. No. Look at this little fella. Oh. Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to disturb you. Just waiting for the train to go, you know, and saw him peeking out the window. Wow. Fuck. I need 72 crafting. Now, I've not been showing any of the elite clues that I've been doing, and that is because I've had to drop every single one so far. It turns out I must have got extremely lucky on my previous caskets. Since then, it's all gone to shit. And so when this clue step stopped at 5 out of 7, I decided I would make a small detour to get it done. The pirate bandana and magic longbow were no issue, as my fletching was already 85 and the bandana was purchasable. The 72 crafting required for the dragon necklace was another story. Fortunately, I still had a lot of gems stored up from my previous shenanigans, and so got to work making various bits of jewellery in what some people would call basic logic, but I call lumpy brain activities. I started making 4 very important items which can help out the account massively in the future. I used my red topaz and some silver bars to make bracelets of slaughter, giving a 25% chance of a slayer monster not counting towards the KC and extending the task. I used my opals on making the expeditious bracelets, which have the opposite effect of a slaughter and have a 25% chance of a slayer monster to count as 2 kills instead of 1. This is going to come in handy for task skipping later. I used my jades to make amulets of chemistry, which have a 5% chance to create a 4-dose potion instead of 3, which doesn't sound too impressive, but does add up over time. And finally, I used up all of my emeralds on making binding necklaces, allowing for the creation of combination runes when rune crafting. After all that crafting, I was still only level 67, so it was time to bust out the spicy stew and get the job done. 68, no bueno. We got it. Go, 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 go. Hopefully that doesn't drop. There we have it. We now have a dragon necklace. Allegedly, if I go to Mossly Harmless, there's an individual here by the name of Dodgy Mike. And as long as you have the Book of Piracy, you can buy off him. Give me a pirate's bandana. Right, let's go and do this final step and get ourselves... Oh, how many elites is this? So 11 I've had to drop. This is going to be the 12th and first completable one. Not the best completion rate, but I guess we just take the win. We just take that one as a win. Hey buddy, give me the first elite casket of the Barrows grind. Now, I can't build the elite crates yet. I think it is 85 for those. 85? Oh, 77. Ew, maybe I could have built that actually. Whoops. Okay, doesn't matter. I've got them, they'll be in the bank, and that's all that matters. So that is elite clue number 5 on the account. Depending on how the grind goes and how long this thing takes, I should do a wee opening after, but it kind of just depends on how many bits we have, right? Right, gear back up and finally get back into Barrows. Well, I say finally, for you it's been no time at all. For me, that was quite the detour. Yes! There we go. Another unique after a hot minute. Oh, get off me. Let us have a look. Varak's helm. Oh, is that our first? That's our first full set. I didn't even realise. For some reason, I didn't think we even had the flail yet, but that is our first full set of Barrows gear. Chest number 294. Hell yeah. Alright, let's have a little look, shall we? We've got the skirt on already. Oh, look at that. Absolute cheddar. Ignore the shoes. The shoes are a little bit, zesty's the wrong word. Garish. I just don't like how they don't attach to the back of your ankle, you know? That's not very sport mode croc of you. But the rest of it is looking fantastic. Little horns. Absolute big Chad energy right there. Well, it feels pretty damn good to have already completed one set, I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of a trade-off for not having any of the Carol stuff yet. But that's one set down, 5 to go. Hell yeah. Holy, that is our first double on chest 298. Let's fucking go. A double unique as well. That's so nice. Double Daroks. Is that a full set? Oh, we're just missing the chest. Oh, that felt good. Hell yeah. That's yes. Okay. Such an iconic weapon. Oh, big bone, bulbous knees. We just got the big chopper. And a nice pair of legs. How many is there now? 15 out of 25. Pretty damn good. Absolutely zero complaints here. I feel like if there was any whinging about 4 of the same helm, it's all rectified in that one chest right there with the double unique. Oh, that's some dopamine. That's a little rush right there. Okay, well, we carry on. Yes! Carol's leather skirt, let's go. That is the first piece of Carol's gear obtained. We are not going to count the bolt racks. So yeah, the very first piece of Carol's. Hell yeah. It'd been a little while, and I was going to wonder if we were going to complete multiple of the sets before we saw any Carol stuff, but that is a fantastic range upgrade. Absolutely insane. We're going from blue D-hide chaps to a Carol's leather skirt. And with that being the first piece of Carol's gear that we've got, I should probably explain to you a little bit about the Carol's set.
Carol's is a range set, and you guessed it, it has 4 pieces. The coif, leather top, leather skirt, and crossbow. This set is amazing for tanking magic foes, due to its high magic defense, requiring 70 defense and 70 range to equip. Unfortunately, the set bonus is pretty useless, with each attack having a 25% chance to reduce a player's agility level by 20. When combined with the Amulet of the Damned, there's a 25% chance of firing an additional bolt for half the damage of the first. Based on the set effect alone, you would rarely ever use the crossbow, but the armor pieces are invaluable and will see use in every range situation going forward. Solid set.
Ooh, Torag's boppers. And then our elite clue. Another unique. Hell yeah. Let's have a little look at that. The OG double boppers. Now, case use, probably non-existent. I don't think anyone uses these for anything anymore. I might. I need to figure out exactly where and what I could use these for. I mean, I'm assuming anywhere that you'd use like the dual axolotl things or the dual macalakas, whatever they're called, the blood moon stuff. Maybe these are a uber budget version of that. But I can't get the other thing until I roll it. So this could be, in the future, a potential use for that. But that is fantastic. That was on chest number 369. All that popped into my head was the damn you're fine. How many is that now? That is 17 out of 25. I think we're doing all right. Now, this is probably the misconception I'm having here. We're doing okay. Quite a few dupes, but could be more, obviously. But it's still a pretty decent spread. We're missing only one weapon, and then 6 pieces of armor. 7 pieces of armor, my bad. With just the Torag's helm left to get, that will then be another set completed. And then, yeah, we'll be on a good spot. Now, I reckon it's the completion of the ones that you don't have, like these little... Let's say I got everything but the Carol's Coif. I would see everything else multiple times before the Coif. But yeah, chuffed to be getting another one. Let's go. I think that's the second elite clue, actually. Let's see. It was. So we're going to see if we can fail miserably at those as well. And keep on keeping on. Yes! Aram's robe skirt. It has been a blinder of a Barrows session. That is the full Aram set completed. Let's get out of here. What number was that? 372. So that's only 3 chests after the Torag's hammers. Let's have a little looky-loo, shall we? In the collection log, 18 out of 25. Set number 2 has been completed. And arguably one of the better ones. One of these tank sets is fine. I would love the Carol's leather top as well. Then I could maybe even do a range swap for killing Aram, but for now, that is a full set of Arams. And it just looks so damn good. The cape doesn't really go with it, but just ignore that. And the boots. But that is a phenomenal set. I'm hoping with the addition of the 43 magic attack bonus and 1% magic damage that we may get another max hit, but I'm not entirely sure. That could be wishful thinking, but we'll pop this away for now. So done 42 today, and that's 3 uniques. I'm pretty damn happy with that. 29.7 mil total value. Barrows is getting barrowed. Let's go. Any chance of a back-to-back? No. 2 elites. Can we do them? Track record, not fantastic. First one. Alright, old crone. Booyaka, booyaka. 619. There we are. Finally, another elite clue to add to the roster. Of the 18 we've had so far, we've been able to do 2. I think. Is it the second one? Is this the first? No, second. We got one done before, but we've had to drop a hell of a lot of them. So yeah, I guess my dreams of a big elite clue stack is dwindling here. I was hoping for something, epic at the end, but we can hit 10. That'd be good. Well, I'll take 10. skirt drop. Neither are clogs. You have me. But we have the leather skirt and the plate skirt. A double chest there. Unfortunately, both duplicates. But another Dharok's axe. Is that number 4 now? I think that is. It is number 4. If I was doing this for schmeckles, I'd be having a great time. It's going to be chest 450. Wowee. Oh, I missed it. That's 451. That's why the loot was shit. You see? One job. Literally one job. Whilst doing all these runs and having my stats continuously drained, I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a pool in my house? However, without unlocking Marks of Grace, the ability to purchase amylase crystals for stamina potions seems like a distant dream forever out of my reach. Or is it? My salvation comes in the form of a dapper old chap, Dr. Jekyll. He is a random event spawn where he asks for a herb in exchange for a 4-dose potion. And on that list of available potions is the stamina pot, for the high price of 1 clean tourstool. Now that my farming level is 82, I am within range to boost using a garden pie to get 85 and plant some tourstools. The only small issue is that you need 75 herblore to actually clean them. But once again, with a little ingenuity, we can make it work. For the cheap price of 200 GP, Zahur will clean your herbs no matter the level. Unfortunately, since it's only 10 we need, we don't have to worry about the diary achievements and do a bunch of noted. Thank God for that. Okay. Amazing. We now have... Oh, it's an easy task. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Otherwise... Yeah, you can take a big stack to them and get to clear. So that must be like a hard diary or something. Good stuff. We now have to take a tourstool everywhere we go, in the hopes that Jekyll shows up and wants to trade us. It's back to Barrows. See if we can stack up some more elites, give us an excuse to leave. If not, we just keep on trucking. So it's about to be chest number 550. Do we get anything out of it? We do! 550 is the Dharok's plate body. Hell yes. I was just recording because, you know, every 2550, see if I can grab a clip. There we fucking go. Dharok's plate body. I think are we just missing the helm now? Let me have a look. It's been a while since we've had a clog. It has felt like Dupe City for a long while, so it's nice to have something new. Let's have a look. Pop you in there, son. Is that the complete set? It is. We now have the full Dharok set. We have to put that on. Right, one of the many. That, and our new Dharoks, which looks basically the same as Torag's, just on the different shoulder. Let's just eat that for now. Oh, what an absolute Chad. Look at that. With the stash as well. I mean, the cape's not really doing me any favours. Maybe... Look at the pot belly there. Absolute champion. Well, that is good. That is another set completed. That is now 19 out of 25 at 550 chests. I'm very happy with that. It's not been so bad. Barrows has been... Having to kill the bloodworms and rats and stuff has made this a little bit more challenging, because obviously I'm not hitting the skeletons, but with only 6 left to go, that does feel pretty good, and it is nice to see a non-duplicate. Hell yes. Let's go. Oh, this is about to be just 750. Nothing. But 750 probably marks the halfway point of most average experiences of Barrows. 1,500-ish is the halfway point for most people. Is the green log point for most people. Some people go over. Traditionally, you know how we do it here. I like to go over a touch. So probably 1.8, 1.9 for me. I had a fever dream about Barrows last night, which is probably quite unhealthy. But in that dream, I got a triple chest. And in that triple chest were 2 unique collections that I did not yet have. If that dream comes into fruition, I'm buying a lottery ticket and I'm going to be a millionaire. So that's fine. I think I should probably actually just go for psychiatric evaluation if I'm having fever dreams about RuneScape drops. Yes! There we go, finally another unique item. Hell yeah. What number was that? 766. The Carol's crossbow has been obtained. Go have a look at that, haven't we? We've been rolling in the leather skirts, but we had been without any other piece of Carol's, not counting the bolt rack. 19 out of 20, no more. We are now 20 out of 25. That is only 5 more items to go. I think we're making pretty good headway. Like, to be this far through in this many chests does feel good, and there's been plenty of dupes. That does not go on the trash pile. That gently, delicately... What are you doing there? Get in here. Goes where it belongs. With all the other good stuff. I'll organise all this at some point, but... Yeah, worth nothing, because case use basically non-existent. But we have it, and that is wonderful. Oh, feels good. It feels so good. Now just maybe the top. Let's get back there and see if we can get it back to back. Oh, we are streaking. That is the Carol's crossbow into the coif within 10, 15? Oh, it's a good day for Barrows. Stagnant at 19 out of 20, and now we're up to 21. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. But that is fantastic. Just 4 items left to go. That's not going on the trash pile. That's going into the revered pile of items that I want. That's going into the sacred stack of 25 at the bottom of that tab, until we sort it out, of course. Let's drop that down here. Oh, yes. Now, if we can maybe get the chest today, that'll be the full Carol set. 3 pieces of Carols today. It could happen. This is so good. Okay. Right. Back to back. Let's get straight back in there. Let's get another one. Come on. We just can't get enough of the Aram's robes, can we? Give me that. Is that another 2.5 mil in the bank? I'm making so much here. That's the 4th one. Well, you know, that's going straight to the trash pile because it's not new. So I'm sorry, Robe Top. I only need one of you. Whilst out on my Elite Clue adventures, I hit the clue step requiring the Legends Cape. And wanting a little break from Barrows, I decided to go and get it done. The list of required items can be quite intimidating, but fortunately I had most of them stashed up in my bank. And so I got to work. I mapped out the jungle.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Played with the bull roarer. Finessed my way through some doors, needing only 1 lockpick. But you don't even know who I am, do you? Killed the Deathwing Bat for the hardcore amateur task. Nice. And then arranged the Infinity Stones to acquire some literature. Ooh. Hell yeah. Brain expanded. I crafted up a custom golden bowl for some magic water. Perfect. And used it to douse the perfectly normal looking fire surrounding a suspicious old man. There we go, look at that. Surely nothing bad will happen here, right? Ooh. I defeated the demon. And then the well ran dry. I chugged some Dutch courage and jumped down a deep hole. Lots of running around later, our body came back for seconds. Pack it in, son. I used my green thumbs to grow a tree, only to chop it down seconds later, before being grateful that I read the quest helper and not losing my hardcore status. Put Protect from Melee on, and use a new totem on one of the corrupted. Why am I putting Protect from Melee on? What is going on? Have I lagged out? Oh, I see, it stacks those up. Right, I'm with you now. I completed the quest, grabbing 120k Herblore XP, and then taking my Legends Cape to complete the clue. Thank you very much. Could this be the casket? No, of course not. Back to the crypts, I guess. Chest 850. Do we get anything nice? Sadness. We get sadness. That's okay. Still missing 4 clogs now. Both pieces of the Guthans and... was it 3 pieces of Guthans actually? No, 2 bits of the Guthans, Torag's helm and the Carol's leather top. I'm hoping that I don't get these 3 and then this is the last one, because that's going to be quite troll if what I'm hunting is a Torag's helm. I'd rather it be, you know, I get this one, maybe that, and then I'm hunting the bodies. That would feel more idyllic. But 850 Barrows have been completed. Oh, yes! Yes! For a second I didn't see the pop-up. Oh, that is so good. Carol's leather top. I think that was a streak of maybe 25 without seeing anything. And then there it is. Is that full Carol's now? Raids. That is the full Carol set complete. All we are now missing, 880, is the Guthan's plate body, chain skirt, and the Torag's helm. Let's get the full Carol set on just to see what it looks like. But that is such a good range set to have. Oh my god. That right there. My feet have been clipping through the floor a lot recently. I don't know if that's after the sailing update. But yeah, it seems to clip through. However, we now have a full set of Carols. Very, very nice. We do get a back-to-back. That's a meaty chest, okay. That's going on the trash pile. That is the second clue scroll box that we now have, therefore I will quickly go and probably fail both of those. And do a little farm run while I'm at it. I can actually do that one. Okay, up we go. Beautiful stuff. Have a little dig. Get the hell out of here. Nice. Oh, no. Kill an Anku, I can do that. Is that 5 steps done? So this is going to be step 6. Kill an Anku. Alright, buddy boy. Give me a casket. Please. Come on. Come on. Let's see it. Yes! Yes! Okay. Get off me, don't touch me. I'm out of here. That is casket number 3 after 36. hopefully there's some good stuff in these, because I'm very, very excited to open up these elites. I'm kind of wondering what amount to stack up first, but due to the completion rate being so abysmal right now, maybe I don't worry too much about that and I just open all of these at the end. Another Carol's leather skirt, okay. It's unfortunately going on the trash pile. But there's another piece of Carol's today. Got the chest, a duplicate of the legs. It's worth decidedly less than Aram's for some reason. I'm guessing now with the Huey hide, mixed hide gear out, that's kind of like a better stopper between the two. Whereas Aram's, I don't know what the mage gear sort of middle ground is. So that is the third Carol's leather skirt now. Get on the pile, son. Get on the pile. What is happening? That is the second Carol's... So, that's a back-to-back, no? Yeah, Carol's leather skirt into Carol's leather top. After another Carol's top down there. Well, that's a good thing. Alright, so that's duplicates of the pieces we didn't have. Meaning that after 800 and however many, we didn't see any, and now we've seen 2. So we very well could see the Guthin's pieces. Now, unfortunately, because this is a duplicate, it does go onto the pile. Be gone. But that is very, very encouraging. Yes! Yes! Thorax helm, get in there. Oh, it's happening. That's 933. That horrible looking pig helmet has been obtained. Hopefully I got that on replay. Oh, yes. I think that is also, as well as being the 23rd item, which is now full Thorax completion, which I will put on just to see. That is my 400th collection. Oh, look at that, man. His little pig tusk, big belly. We gaming. Absolutely beautiful. This chest, there's nothing significant about the chest itself. Oh, would have been good if there was some Guthins in there to prove me wrong. What is significant is what is about to happen here. Maybe 2 more teleports. I'll just teleport to Lumbridge. Lumbridge again. Ta-da! Magic. 89 of them to be precise. Do we unlock anything? No. No, we don't. That was decidedly anticlimactic. We have gained quite a few mage levels from doing this now. Can't remember what we started at, but 89 is... that's pretty hefty. We're getting actually relatively close to being able to do the big ice barrage, which I think is 95. But we're not going to... touch wood, we're not going to hit that before we green log Barrows, because obviously we only need 2 logs now. Could be another 500 kills, so maybe, but doubtful. Also very close to hit points level. Oh my god. We finally break, so the last one was on 952. So there's a 35 dry streak, and then we get a double. 2 of the last pieces we were missing last time. Another Thorax helm and a Carol's leather top. Oh, imagine if that was a piece of Guthins. Double Guthins. Let's get out of here. Unfortunately, you know the rules. We have broke the dry streak with a double, so technically not that dry anymore, based on since the last one. But they're going on the pile. I don't think we've seen many doubles, so that's, you know, it's quite rare to get in. The chest being 1k is, well, it's basically just that. That's worth nothing. As this is run 1000, let's just have a chat, shall we? It's taken quite a long time to get here, and that is with the lead up to Christmas and all that kind of stuff as well. But I'm still not particularly dreading or hating the grind, and that's because it's nearly done. I'll be honest, I'm sure other people's experience with this has been pretty dire. Mine has been rather pleasant so far. As being only 2 from finished sub 1000 is kind of wild. Imagine getting a 1000th chest, a Guthin's chest and legs to finish it off. That would be beautiful. It won't happen, that's fine. I'm just wondering how far over the 1000 we end up going. And if we get it clean or not. But runes are looking fantastic. We are creeping up towards 99 hit points as well, which is wild to me considering, in terms of actual overall content in the game, I haven't done that much, but obviously certain grinds being slightly longer than they needed to be has put me in a position that I'm in now. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of wild. We're on 83, I need a small one. Spawning a rat, go on. Oh, you beauty. One more hit. Nice. 87%, chest number 1000. Couple of runes. Cannot be mad at that. Right. 91 days played. 1000 Barrows chest completed. Alright then, let's have a little look at where we're at. We're on 400 total collection logs at the moment. That is 1000 chests opened and 23 out of 25. All we are missing is the Guthin's plate body and the Guthin's chain skirt, and then we're done. Total time played is 91 days and 6 hours. And the stats are looking like so. Magic level's been going up. Hit points are going up. Crafting's gone up a fair bit, as well as a little bit of farming also. The runes are looking absolutely insane at the moment, which is great to see. But the most important one is the blood rune stack, which is maintained and barely fluctuated, maybe like 1k here and there. I would have loved to have completed the grind of this one video, but as it's already been quite long, this is probably a good place to end it. I just want to say thank you everyone for coming along for the journey. I appreciate each and every one of you. And a special thanks to the channel members for your additional support. It really means the world to me. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.